Hello. Hello. My name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel From Lack to Legacy. On this channel, we're all things money, investing, and mindset. In particular, how to go from a scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay. You know, I'm putting it together for you. I want you to feel welcome. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget, please, everybody, if you're here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to me. So if you're here for the first time, come on in, get settled in. You know what the topic is? We're talking money. That's all I talk is money talk, a little travel talk. If you're returning, I'm so glad to see you back with us today. The topic is straightforward today. We're talking about ETFs and why are ETFs a good investment vehicle for beginning investors? For me, it's my top pick. If you are new to investing, you don't have any previous experience, or you have some intrepidation about getting into the stock market. I just don't know where to start. Or I don't have enough money to get started. You do know I've heard all of those things. I've heard I don't have enough money. I don't have enough know how. I don't know how to work the computer. I've heard all of those things, but I'm here to help you. Your sister is here with the help. So if that's you, I want you especially to get in here, get comfy, get yourself a cocktail, get you some tea, whatever your jam is, get that because you're going to need it. The next 10, 15 minutes is going to be jam packed with information that's going to help you become an investor today. I got you. So, what are ETFs? An ETF is an exchange traded fund, and it trades on the stock market just like regular stocks. So, if you're familiar with purchasing stocks, you know what that is. There's a company, it's a public company, they sell shares, and you can purchase those shares from any brokerage house, online broker. You can open up your own account to do this yourself. That's my whole push is I want to see Black people, Black women in particular, taking control over their finances. So if you don't have a brokerage account open, you just hang around, sis. We're going to get you straight. You need a brokerage account, an online brokerage account. From there, you'll also need to install the trading platform so that you can actually purchase your own ETFs. And that's something that you want to do. If you need some help with that, you know your girl is here to help. Check out those links in the chat. The links are also in the description. That if you need a one on one appointment to get your brokerage account set up, I'm here to help. That's what I do. If you need help getting your trading platform set up, that's what I do. If you want to learn more about trading and investing, you're in the right place. There's also a link for that. We do a Wednesday evening Zoom. Every Wednesday, 2 hours straight money talk. We're practicing our trades, we're paper trading, all things money. So please do yourself a favor, schedule your one on ones because you're going to want to get this good and come and attend our Zoom study sessions where we will go into depth about ETFs. But again, ETFs are exchange traded funds. I want you to think old school mutual funds. Everybody knows you could go out today and buy Apple. You could buy shares of Apple and you own it. So if Apple's price goes up, you did good. If Apple's price tanks, we got some sad faces. So buying individual stocks, it's viable because if you hold them long enough, you're going to realize gains. That's just typically, historically, the stock market over time is going to continue in an upward trajectory. But do we want to be subjected to the whims of one individual stock? What an ETF does is an ETF is like a bundle of stocks. So instead of just owning Apple or just owning Tesla, you can own them all. You literally can buy everything on the stock market. ETFs come in all kinds of configurations. So maybe you don't want a total market fund. That's okay. They have funds that are heavy in tech. They have bond funds. They have ETFs that pay dividends. There is an ETF that fits your financial goal and your risk tolerance. So have no fear. If you're not sure, you know where to go. I got you. I got you. So, what is the benefit of an ETF? So, what I have all of the stock market. I got Apple, you have all of them in one little bundle. Well, everybody knows that you want to have a diversified portfolio. What does diversification mean? That means you have representation in all of the fields. So you've got some finance, you've got some healthcare, you've got some technology, some consumer discretionary, and diversification helps us spread out our risk. So if the financial sector is killing it, it's right into the moon, but consumer discretionaries are down, we don't worry. Because remember, we have all of that. So if Tesla's having a crappy day, I'm not that concerned about it because Apple is over here killing it. So the benefit of having that basket of stocks, one, you get to diversify your portfolio, and two, you get to mitigate some of the risk. So ETFs take some of the guesswork out. In the past, if you wanted to buy a stock, you got to do the research. You got to see if this is a viable company. You're going to have to do some fundamental analysis to find out what the trajectory, what's the projected, return for this company. And so you would do that for every company. Why do it? Why choose? Who said you got to choose? You can own it all. And so we'll talk about different ETFs and how they're structured and which ones might be best for your financial goals. We could discuss that in a one on one. Not only are ETFs good for diversifying and mitigating your risk, they are low cost instruments. And by that, I mean their expense ratios are low. The expense ratio is what it costs to manage that fund. And so, of course, they pass that cost on to us. Well, we don't want to pay more. I never want to pay more than I have to pay for anything, you all. So I want a low cost investment vehicle. And ETFs, if you think old school mutual funds, I'll tell you the difference. A mutual fund is actively managed. That means that there's a person and a staff, there's a human being there that manages that fund. That means somebody is checking on the allocations and making adjustments. Well, you're going to have to pay those people, and the cost is passed on to the investor. Well, with ETFs, they are not actively managed. An ETF is passively managed. It's generally managed by some AI bots that's been programmed and all the signals. So you don't have to, how many times you're gonna pay the robot? You program the robot does what it does, and every now and then somebody will go in and tweak just to make sure that things are in line. So we get those cost savings. So of course I want that. I want an instrument with a low expense ratio. So ETFs are attractive for new investors because there's very low overhead, that low cost. Another thing that makes ETFs so attractive for new investors is the accessibility. Gone are the days. Do you all remember, most of y'all, if you're older like me, you remember back in the day when you had to have a broker. You would have to literally get on the phone, call your broker, and have your broker purchase this stock for you or this ETF for you. It's a wrap now, y'all. You want to talk about technology leveling the playing field? Right now, I promise you, if you were really interested in investing, I could get you up and in the stock market in the morning. You'd have to simply open up your own brokerage account. We could get you into an ETF for as little as $25. To be honest with you, you could do it for you could invest with less. But I digress. Anyway, you have flexibility. We no longer have to call. We can do this ourselves. You could call. You now have a broker. If you open up a brokerage account, if I help you open up that brokerage account, you got a broker. Schwab would be your broker, Fidelity, whoever they are. You have access to those people. You have the flexibility to call them, tell them to place the order, or you could place it yourself. And I'm an advocate of let's do this ourselves. We don't really need anybody to make these money moves for us anymore. flexibility is a real viable reason for new investors to want to invest in ETFs as opposed to something else. Another instrument like an index fund, equally as good an investment vehicle, but the getting in and out is a little trickier. We talked about why ETFs are so low cost because they are passively managed. We don't have to pay a fund manager. And so that keeps our costs down. And there's so many different configurations of ETFs. Let's say you want a dividend. You want to invest in an instrument that's going to pay you a dividend. Dividends are a good thing. So there are ETFs that pay dividends. Let's say you're getting close to retirement and you just don't want to risk your money. You want to minimize your risk. You might want to get into a bond ETF. There is an ETF to fit every, let's say you're into tech. You like tech stocks? Get you a QQQ. You can get into QQQ. We can have you in there in the morning. I'm telling you, there's no reason as Black women, anybody really, to be honest, that we shouldn't be in the market. The barrier of entry has been lowered so that anybody can do this. And I'm telling you, with some good guidance and some good education, you can make smart money moves yourself and you can start today. And it doesn't take $50,000. It doesn't take $1,000. So I don't want to hear it anymore. When people tell me I don't have enough money to invest, girl, if you get a coffee, if you go to Starbucks once or twice a week, you need to get out my face because I'm about to show you how you can take $25 and automate that and get into the market where you're making money. Remind me to come back to dollar cost averaging because that's another term you're going to want to hear. There's some tax implications too, and you all know I don't do what I do not do. I do not give financial advice. I can help you. I can help you learn to, install your program and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to taxes, I would say that you need to consult a tax professional. I certainly do, to understand the tax implications. But there are some tax benefits to owning an ETF. Of course, all investments carry risk. But what I'd like to show you is that if you purchase this ETF, like the way I think they should be used, these are long hold investments. This isn't trading. You're not in and out of this every day and trying to make, no. This is a set it and forget it strategy. And I'm telling you, this is why it's perfect for the beginner who has very few skills, because you really don't need to do any thinking. We've taken the thinking out of this because number one, you don't have to even pick a stock. We're just going to buy everything. We got us an ETF. You're not going to pay a lot for it because we're going to make sure that the expense ratio on the one that we pick is low. You just, the risk, we can mitigate our risk by the kind of ETF that we pick. You want to protect your capital. Of course, you're not going to see as big a return, but you could get into a great bond fund and you got the return. That's what I wanted to show you all. I wanted to share these returns with you because when you see it, I was so shocked. I understand the power of investing. I understand that. But y'all, it's something to see these numbers. Let me see if I can share this with you. Because this morning I just pulled up, like, what were the 10 top performing ETFs over the last decade? Wait till you all see these numbers. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm going to share this screen with you. Hold on one second. I know how to do this. I've done this many times. I could read it off to you, but I really want to share this screen with you. So let me get back over here to my, hold tight, I got you. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see which one. How come I don't see it? Chrome tab. Oh, here it is. Best performing. This is the one I want you to see. Okay. I hope you guys can see this. Please tell me you can. Because I know the numbers, but when I saw the numbers, it blew my flipping mind. These are, and I just did a quick Google search. You can use any online resource, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, Market Watch, any of those. But here's what I want you to see. And so just so you know what we're looking at, this says 10 top performing ETFs of the past decade, over the last 10 years. Look at these returns. Now, this is 10 years, but 600% over 10 years. You might not be familiar with these funds, but everybody knows I trade QQQ. Here's QQQ. It's heavy in tech stocks. Look at this, up over 528% in the last 10 years. So you guys, I could pull up a chart and show you what QQQ was trading 10 years ago. Trust me, we were all in the workforce. We could have all afforded to purchase and get into this ETF. And look at that return. And so that's not unusual. All of these ETFs have had, great. This is a Vanguard fund, over 400% gain in the last 10 years. Again, remember, I said this is a long hold strategy. Your ETFs are long holds. This is not a trade. This is you're investing and you're going to leave it for a minute. So let me get back over here. I want to stop sharing that. I just wanted to share that with you all. The numbers are real. Do your own research. You don't have to take my word for it. The research is real. And we can do it, you guys. We can do it on our own. I'm telling you. So, how are you going to get there? How do we get from, okay, Sandra, this sounds great. Oh my God, I want 525% return in 10 years. You can do it. I swear to you, this is not pie in the sky. We do two things. I think we do two things pretty well at From Lack to Legacy. And one of those things is education. It's the education part. Absolutely. Y'all know I was retired. I'm a retired teacher. I taught for 30 years. I'd probably do this for free because I want you all to have the information. So we educate. We talk about not only how to invest, how to become a better investor, we talk about how to be a trader. Now, trading could be anything. I teach, or we have a learning community around trading options. Options may not be for everybody. Investing is for everyone. If you can hear my voice, you should be an investor. If you think you're going to work your way to wealth, I guarantee you, you won't. Ask me how I know, because I sure tried. I worked for 30 years and it wasn't that wasn't what pushed me over the top. My wages are not what's fueling this lifestyle for me. It was good, smart money moves. And let me help you. I didn't do it all right. I was hard headed, y'all. I was. I'm that chick. There's probably somebody right out here in this audience just like me. I started late. I had the information too. I was married to a money manager. Still didn't do the right thing. I didn't put in as much as I should have. I wasn't as consistent as I could have been and should have been. And I promise you, the few things that I did right, I did enough. Jesus is real. I did enough things right that I was able to retire, without having being sick, stressed. I was ready. When I was ready to go, I was ready to walk, and I had enough money to walk. Could you imagine, had I done any of the things I'm telling y'all to do today? Baby, they'd have got them deuces way before they got them had I done that. So I don't want you to have to work any longer than you have to. I don't want you all to have to worry about money any longer than you have to. I got you. I'm about to show you how to get there. The first thing I can do to help you get from where you are today to becoming an investor, and I mean, if you want to be an investor, I can make you an investor in the morning. Here's how we do it. We have to open up a brokerage account. And to go through it, it might be intimidating if you've never opened up a brokerage account, because they'll ask you questions. So I can walk you through what to expect when you're getting ready to open up your brokerage account, because you want to have a certain clearance so that you can trade freely. There's a particular kind of account that you want. I do not recommend a margin account. I recommend a cash account. But you wouldn't know those things. You wouldn't even know what to ask if you don't know. So if you need some help opening up and a brokerage account, I'm your girl. If you need help, because once you open up your brokerage account, how are you going to trade? You need to have a trading platform. And I am telling you, you can do this. I can help you install. I'll walk you through installing your trading platform. Once we've got your trading platform up, your girl is still here. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to help you execute your first paper trade. That's where we walk through and we do a practice trade. I want you to understand what all the buttons mean and how do you get there. So that happens in our one-on-one consultation. So you book your one-on-one, we get your brokerage account open, we get your trading platform started. Now what? Well, girl, we got class. We need you to come to class. Every week we have 2-hour sessions. The first hour is for beginners. So if you don't know diddly squat, you with your people. If you have some advanced trading, some advanced investing skills, we'll see you in the second hour. Anybody who attends our Zoom study sessions, you're welcome to stay from beginning to end, 2 hours. You're welcome to all of the information. We don't do any gatekeeping in this community. And when I tell you, you will not meet a better bunch of women investors. I'm telling y'all, sisters are the truth. I believe in this project, you all. And I got my hand slapped because y'all know this didn't even start out this way. Anybody who's been with us from the beginning knows how this started out. I started out taking a trading class a year ago. I'd always been an investor, but kind of a passive investor. I wanted to get my hands in there. I had the time. So I took a class. And once I saw the power and the potential, I was like, I'm telling everybody I know. I'm telling everybody, anybody who stands still next to me long enough to listen, I'm going to tell them about money. I'm going to tell them how you can open up your computer and make money from anywhere in the world. That's why it's so appealing to my Exodus girls. Because listen, nobody trying to stay in the US. If that's your jam, we got you. But if you're trying to get up out of there and you need a way to take more control of your money, how to generate some income, we've got two things for you. You can invest and you can trade. We do both of those kinds of teachings from Lack to Legacy. So how can you be down? Click that Calendly link. That's how. The Calendly link is in the chat. The Calendly link is in the description, and we will get your account set up, and then we'll get you on track to be in class each week. I am telling you, and for most of us, you just need a beginning. I'm telling you, there are women in this. I gave them like a morsel. That's all you need. You need that. You need some guidance, or it's beneficial. And you need this loving community around you. I do not know it all. I tell everybody, first of all, y'all heard me say I started 1 year ago, but I know enough that I can teach it to you so that you can get started. If you want to leave our situation, once you've got the vocabulary, you understand how to work the program, you might want to go pay a professional for a professional class. I applaud this. I applaud education. Y'all know I'm a retired school teacher. I'm never going to tell anybody don't pay for a class, don't pay a mentor, don't pay. Are you kidding? But what I will say, the value of this program is that you get to come in a loving community. You can I was a kindergarten teacher. You could ask me the same question 16 times. I don't give two hoots. I'll find 16 different ways to explain it to you. If I don't know, there's somebody in that community. I'm telling y'all, this is new for me. Community is new. If you want to go far, go by yourself. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go as a group. Our strength is in our networking and our community, because I don't know everything, but there's somebody in that community who knows, and you will have access to that. That's what you need. I found trading in isolation to be, it was not fun. It's no fun. You need your sisters around you. So when those days get tough or you don't know which way to go, you want to have somebody there that you can lean on really easily. So we offer the training, we offer the support, we offer the loving community where you can come and ask questions. Nobody is ever going to make you feel like that's a dumb question. I can't believe you asked that. No, we welcome all questions, and I welcome them in every iteration. So I hope today was helpful. I hope you understand why ETFs are such, it's like the optimal way for a beginning investor to get started. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys about dollar cost averaging too. I'm just going to toss this one in because this is how it works. How does this set it and forget it investing I don't know what I want to call it. It's the easiest way for a beginner to get started. This is your set it and forget it plan. And here's what you do. We can help you select which ETF. Currently in our study group, we're all looking at which kind of ETFs we want to invest in. So we've got lots of information on the community tab, on our YouTube community tab about ETFs. You can scroll through there and get some of that information. Some of us have narrowed it down to 3 or 4, maybe 5 ETFs that we're interested in. And now we just have to execute. So you want to be in on those discussions. You want to be in there talking ETF talk with the ladies. And if you're a guy, we're not mad. You can come too. You can come too. We don't discriminate. But I promise you, my focus is people of color. I want to see my sisters win. That's what I want to see. So get engaged, become a part of this community. Link up, hit one of them links in the bottom, either join our study group for next Wednesday. We meet from 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 2 hours from there. I promise you, you will not leave the same. Today's discussion was so rich. We talked about support and resistance and trend lines. And I think one of the things that kind of sets From Lack to Legacy apart from anybody else is that I was a teacher for 30 years. I taught kindergarten. I taught pre-K. I did everything but them old people. Like, I don't fool with no 15-year-olds. Once you get up there, and your voice starts changing and stuff, you need somebody else. So I am really used to breaking things down. It's the way I learn too. And any good teacher will tell you, everybody has a different learning modality. So you may need to hear it. Somebody may need to see you do it. Somebody may need to actually do it along with you. All of those modalities. Just because you know a concept does not make you a good teacher. Ask me how I know, because I done sat in some classes with some smart people that were not good teachers. They knew the content, but they couldn't transfer that knowledge to me. If you're looking for a good teaching, safe, loving learning environment where you can become a better investor, baby, you ain't gonna find no better than From Lack to Legacy. I'm telling you, check out that community tab. And I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Is there anybody? I'm gonna scroll through the chat just to see if anybody has any questions. I hope I didn't miss anybody's question. I'm just scrolling back. Okay, I think we did pretty good. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think. Oh, we talked about this being a long-term investment strategy, the set it and forget it. Oh, we talked about dollar cost averaging. That's where I left. Oh, we're going to dollar cost average into these. I'm going to show you how to take $25 a week. I don't care if it's weekly, monthly. I even know people who invest daily. But the way we're going to do this and make it really simple for you is we automate your investment. So it's 3 things. We're going to get you into an ETF. We're going to help you dollar cost average in. That means every Friday, $25 goes into that fund, and you never look at it. You never touch it. It's not your business. It's not your concern. You're just going to look up 5 years from now, and you will have your 200, whatever the return is. I can't promise you no return, but I can show you historically how the market is on this upward trajectory. So yes, please do yourself a favor. Don't play yourself. Get in here with us. Let's get this investing. Anybody can be an investor. If you think you can't, come see me. I can make you into an investor in the morning. We'll have you in the market, investing and seeing a brighter future. That's all I have for tonight, you guys. Thank you, everybody. If you're here, please don't forget, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Y'all share this. Don't you know another sister who needs to, get her finances and stuff together? She wants to live out in the world. She wants to travel. She wants to retire early. Share the video, please. And definitely come and check us out next Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you need to, hit me up. I will get that Zoom link out to you. And that's all I got for today. All right, folks, love you. Happy trading. And I will talk to all of you all in a Zoom session or hopefully a live trade sometime soon. Bye for now.